Children, now we'll start with the first lesson of literature, that is A Letter to God by G.L. Fuentes. Now, this lesson is about a person who had infinite faith in God. Lencho, the main protagonist of the story, experiences a great turbulence in his livelihood which makes him worried. But he believes that a help from God will come and that his family will not go hungry despite what has happened. The author gives a vivid description of his faith in God and how he comes out of his problem. That is all a part of this story. Now, children, before we read this lesson, the question arises, do we also believe in God? Of course, we do. But imagine a situation when you are in problem. What we start saying, what we say, all our problems are only for me, God. Even we start grumbling at God. But this story of indomitable faith turns all these questions and makes us believe that if we are a good follower of God or if we believe in God, all our problems can be solved. So, as I've already told you, it is about Lencho and how it story takes place. We will read in the story part. Before that, we are given here a form for sending money. This is money order form, and this was used in the past. Now, so we are all digital. We send transfer money digitally, but in the past it was sent like that, money order. Okay, so now let's start the story. Now from there the story starts. The house, the only one in the entire valley, sat on the crest of a low hill. There was only one house in the entire valley, and that too on the top of a low hill. And from the height in the valley, one could see the river and the field of ripe corn dotted with the flowers that always promised a good harvest. And it was clearly visible the field of ripe corn, which was all covered with the flowers that promised a good harvest. The only thing the earth needed was a downpour. Now, at this time, that field required only one thing, that was a rainfall or at least a shower. Now, as I have already told you, Lencho is the main character of the story, and this field is he is the owner of that field, ripe cornfield, and throughout the morning, he was who knew his field intimately had done nothing else but see the sky towards the northeast. He was expecting rain. He was praying to God that the rainfall should be there, and he was just looking in the sky towards northeast. And now we are really going to get some water woman. Now he told his wife that there would be rainfall this night. The woman who was preparing supper replied, "Yes, God willing. It is all God's will, and definitely we would get some rain." The older boys were working in the field while the smaller ones were playing near the house until the woman called to them all. So now there were children in the family, older ones were working in the field, and smaller ones were playing when the woman called them for dinner. It was during the meal that, just as Lencho had predicted, big drops of rain began to fall. Now, as Lencho was expecting rainfall, big drops of rain began to fall. In the northeast, huge mountains of clouds could be seen approaching. Now, there were huge mountains of clouds and they were approaching. They were coming. The rain was about to start. The air was fresh and sweet. The man went out for no other reason than to have the pleasure of feeling the rain on his body. And the man, Lencho, he went out to just feel the rain on his body. And when he returned, he exclaimed, he was so happy, he was so excited. He said, "These are not raindrops falling from the sky, they are new coins." Now, what he told his wife and his children, that these are not just raindrops, but these are like new coins. Now, the question arises, why he called them new coins? Because when his field would get rain, then he would get a good harvest, and it would fetch him money. So he just compared these raindrops to new coins. The big drops are 10-cent pieces and the little ones are fives. Now, with a satisfied, he was so satisfied. He regarded the field of ripe corn with its flower draped in a curtain of rain. Now what he said, he was so satisfied with the rainfall, he regarded the field of ripe corn with its flower draped in a curtain of rain, that they were all covered in the rain. But suddenly a strong wind began to blow, and along with the rain, very large hailstorm began to fall. Now a hailstorm started, and with that, what happened? He was so worried now. These truly did resemble new silver coins. They were just like silver coins. Actually, they were resembling new silver coins. The boys in the family, they went out to collect those frozen pearls. Ole गिरने शुरू हो गए. Now, Lencho was worried, because if that hailstorm continues for some time, that would destroy the crops. Now see what happened. "It's really getting bad now," exclaimed the man. If it continues for some more time, I hope it passes quickly. It should pass away quickly. If it did not pass quickly for an hour, the hail, and it did not pass quickly, but it did not stop for some time. For an hour, the hail rained on the house, the garden, the hillside, the cornfield, on the whole valley. And the whole valley, all the things, house, garden, hillside, cornfield, all were covered with the hailstorm. And the field were covered as if covered with salt. Not a leaf remained on the trees. There was not a single leaf left on the trees, and the corn were totally destroyed. The flowers were gone from the plants. There were no flowers on the plants. Lencho's soul was filled with sadness. Now he was so disappointed, because his crop was with what he was expecting, that he would get good money out of that, and now it was completely destroyed. He was really disappointed. When the storm had passed, he stood in the middle of the field and said to his sons. Now, when it passed, he went to his field to just have a look at that, and he told his sons, "A plague of locusts would have left more than this." Now, what he said, if his crop had been attacked by some insects, it would have been saved. But hail had left nothing. There was nothing left. This year we will have no corn. The night was a sorrowful one. That night was a very sorrowful night. He was so worried about his family. All our work for nothing. And whatever we had done, whatever the hard work we had put in our farm, that has resulted in nothing. There is no one who can help us. Now there is no one to help us. We will all go hungry this year. So this happened, and his crop was destroyed, and he was worried about his family, that they would go hungry this year. Now we are given some oral questions. Now what did Lencho hope for? Now what he was hopeful about? He was hopeful about some downpour, so that his crop would be saved, and he would get good crop that year. Why did Lencho say the raindrops were like new coins? Because they would with that raindrops coming, he would get good crop and good money. How did the rain change? What happened to Lencho's fields? The rain changed into hailstorm and his crop was completely destroyed. And what were Lencho's feeling when the rain stopped? He was really heartened, and what he was expecting, it was just opposite to that. Now next what is given? But in the hearts of all who lived in that solitary house in the middle of the valley, there was a single hope, help from God. Now all the family members who were living in the house, there was a single hope, help from God. Don't be so upset. Even though this seems like a total loss, remember, no one dies of hunger. Now, what Lencho told his wife and his children, that even though it seems that we have lost everything, our crop is completely destroyed, but there is one who is there to help us, and no one dies of hunger. All through the night, Lencho thought only of his one hope, the help of God. That night he just thought about his help from God, whose eyes, as he had been instructed, see everything. As he believed in God, and he believed that God's eyes are looking at him, and God knew everything what had happened to his crop, to his, and what could happen to his family also. Even what is deep in one's conscience. Lencho was an ox of a man. Ox of a man means he was a very hard working man, working like an animal in the fields, but still he knew how to write. But there is contrast. He was a very hard working man, he was a farmer, but he knew how to write. The following Sunday, at daybreak, he began to write a letter which he himself would carry to town and place it in the mail. Now, following Sunday at the daybreak, he started writing a letter, and he went to the town himself and placed it in the mail. It was nothing less than a letter to God. And you know what he had done? He had written a letter to God. Have you ever written a letter to God? It never happens, because we believe in God, but we don't believe to that extent that God will directly come to help us. We never believe like that. So God, he wrote, if you don't help me, my family and I will go hungry this year. Now God, if you don't help me, my family and I will go hungry this year. Now what he wrote in the letter? It's very clear that there is nothing left, there is no income, and we would not be able to survive this year. I need 100 pesos. Pesos is a currency of several Latin American countries. It was used in the past, in order to sow my fields again and to live until the crop comes, because the hailstorm. Now the hailstorm had destroyed my crops, and I need 100 pesos in order to sow my fields again and to live until the crop comes. Now, children, we have read up to this part, and this is the first part of this video, and in the second part I will discuss the rest part of the chapter, and with that I will discuss about the theme and title also. So with that, thank you.